We are live on Facebook. All right. So thank you for joining me, Miss Queen.
Thank you for
For
having
those
me.
of you who do not know who this is Miss Queen Pheen.
Yes.
Okay. I call her, they used to say just entrepreneur. No, artist. Excuse me. She's been an artist for quite some time now, a few years in the game. But she is also an entrepreneur, for
Yes.
those of you who don't know. So introduce yourself. Well, I just introduced you, right? Tell the people what you do. Then I'll say what you
So I'm Pheen. I'm an artist. You can find that page on Facebook. Pheen only is on Facebook because I am in the point of retirement. I've been doing hip hop since I was 14. I've been doing spoken word since I was 10. You'll always get the spoken word part of me whenever I feel like coming out. But the hip hop Queen Pheen is retiring. So if you want to look for me on Instagram, you can find my page, she underscore who studies words. Tipsy Pheen has a website, www.tipsypheen.com. I'll drop those links in the chat. And wherever you find me, just look up Tipsy Pheen. Literally, you can Google it, and all my social media will come up.
Yeah, I know when I put it in, it can't like it come right up. So okay, so what? Because this is the first time I'm actually hearing that she retired.
I'm retired from hip
The
hop.
music part.
Yes.
So what made you make that decision?
One, it takes too much out of me. Like literally, if I perform today, I'm not doing anything tomorrow. And then when I say anything, I mean nothing. I'm not getting them because I got two kids, so it's kind of taking away from the family time of it. And it's not easy getting a babysitter. Like my oldest child is 10, and then I have a 1 year old. So it's like I don't have the same energy that I had 10 years ago. I don't have the same resources I had 10 years ago. Like I can get anybody a meal, but not a lot of people trust themselves to watch a 1 year old. So it's like, that's kind of, a big part of it. Also, I can't move the way I used to. I done gained a lot of weight, y'all. Like 10 years ago when I started, I probably was 120 pounds. Maybe I'm 195.
You don't look on 95.
I thought I was only like 180 something. I was 185, and I was like,
And we're gonna blame it on COVID.
that's just
We're gonna blame it on COVID. Because I done gained about 20 pounds.
And my
15,
asthma,
20 pounds
so my
myself.
voice is not as
It's
good as
good.
it used to. So I was like, let me just, chill back up for this. I could go do a poem anytime I want to, but trying to spit bars and all that stuff, I can barely remember to get up to feed the kids. I ain't got time to be remembering this
song. Well, I'm gonna say like you definitely made a mark. Let me see that. As far as Baltimore and everything. Because I know every time I went to like a open mic or I think that's kind of like where I met you.
Yeah.
Open mic thing down at the Culture Arts Center and everything, and it was like Queen Pheen, and I'm telling you, let me tell y'all. For those of y'all who don't know, like who have like never heard the lyrics of her music, let me tell you, she can go with the Nicki Minaj's, okay, and the Cardi B's because the music is definitely it. Like you spitballs.
Thank you.
So
You. If
let,
I'm good
let that
to
be
see it, I
known.
might say that.
And I know it is like I sat in the prayer and she works when I understand you say you don't have the energy that you used to. Having a child, number one, not alone having multiple children, like it's a job within itself.
Yeah.
So when you do have to get out there and work, and especially as an artist, an entrepreneur, however, like it's not a like they say 8 hour job. Like that's a 24-hour job because you gotta continue to promote yourself. You gotta continue to and on top of that, handle your family at the same.
Right.
So I commend you
Like,
doing it this long.
it would be easy, consistent team behind me, and I think that was the other thing that kind of played a factor into it because it would be me doing a lot of the work by myself, and I'm trying to run my bar business too. So it's like now some guy go
Right.
and I've been doing this long enough I'm 32. I'm good. I did what I needed to do. I inspired who I needed to inspire. If something lays in my heart and God places in my heart to release it, then I may do that. But I don't.
Have you ever thought about going into writing for like other artists? It's like dope, man. Anyone, I feel like, and I tell artists this all the time. Like, if you're someone who are like, up in age or whatever, and you're still young, 32 is still young, okay?
Yes.
And if you are the type of person that are writing your own music, another way to get into staying in the industry is writing, and
Right.
that is really where the money is.
Yes.
So you get that right artist that can, be um the mirror of,
Right.
and actually begin to support the crowd. Like when I tell you, I've seen her in the audience. I'm in the audience, and she working the crowd. She's not one of them artists that just sit on the stage and just, spit bars. No, like she works the crowd. I knew a few before, like actually just listening to you perform that the first time. By the time she finished the songs, I knew the hooks to the songs because she kept you engaged and kept you wanting more. And it's like, for you to even say that she's younger, it's like, oh, like I gotta see another, I gotta see a younger you.
I'm going to do a one night only.
Okay.
I'm going to do a one night only once I finish this last project. I'm in the recording. I got some dope features on that project. On my past projects, I've had like maybe one feature.
Right.
I really haven't worked. Like I was on my J. Cole, like, no, I don't want to do it.
On your Summer Walker.
Can't.
Right.
So now that this is, coming to an end for me, I'm like, some people in. Let me let some people know that I can keep up with the best of them too. So that's what I'm going to show on this project, and it's going to be so dope. I'm really excited about this one particular song. It's called Plans. Originally, I was going to sing it myself, but I was like, I don't feel like, because when I got to perform it, I'm not doing it live. Like, I'm not, y'all got to pay money for Tony Braxton, okay? that's my alter ego.
Right. I hear it.
But so I got this dope artist, John Ivy. Oh my God, I gotta share her music. I gotta share her music with you. She's so dope. So she's going to do that for me. She's gonna do that part for me, that singing part for me, and it's gonna be dope.
I'm excited. Definitely. When you do, are you gonna do like a showcase?
Yes.
Okay. Let me know.
You already know. You gotta come through with the critique model.
Y'all already know.
And they gotta come through and do it up. Okay.
And be in the little booty shorts.
Yes.
Yes. For you, honey. Just for you. I'm gonna say that I understand when you say retirement. Like I said, I was gonna retire so many times, probably like 10 years ago myself. Yes. And
girl, I thought you retired from that too. I can't.
Right. You can't stop that.
I can't get away from that.
It's hard for me as well. Like I feel like it's just something that is gonna always like I'm walking down the sidewalk, going to the store. I'm just like that's just a natural thing. So for me, it's like, then I find myself being in somebody's whole studio, or I got people asking me for video shoots and stuff. Now I really retired that like probably about 10 years ago.
Right.
I don't think that the last I probably maybe 5 because I did come out of retirement for one person, and then I went back into retirement after. But I feel you though, like people don't understand how much energy it takes, and then there's some
children involved.
Yes.
That's the hardest part about being a female in any of these mainstream industries, because it's like we're moms, we're nurturers, we got other people we take care of as well. We gotta look out for it. So it's kind of hard for us. We have to really rearrange our life
just to fit everything else in.
To do certain things. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, when I kind of like started taking to offense, and then I was like, no, it's just gonna tell me I'm making the right move, because people would have stuff and they wouldn't even invite me out to perform. Well, they don't want me to a slide, and I'm like, I've been doing this longer than years, and you want me to pay for it? No, thank you.
I mean, and I get to say, I see this. It comes to when they have certain like open mics and stuff like that. I feel as though some people who, because of who they are and because the people do respect them as an artist, they show up. The crowd shows up. And when you have people like that, like yourself, and it comes from a time when you should be in peace. It's not always about, this is for exposure. Like, it's time
Like
to should be paid as an artist.
poets that's in the scene or whatever that maybe been doing poetry since like 2015. That whole crowd, like I don't know why they want to think I'm new, but I'm not new, and I'm not getting ready to be new for you either.
Yeah.
Give me a headline spot the same way you did these people from DC and Philly and everywhere else. Bring that attention to your
I think that's what we fall short is support. Like we'll go grab somebody else from out of state who actually would be a local artist in their own state. But you will go to make it seem like you have a headlining, extravagant artist. You'll go pay an artist that's just because it's out of state, just because they live out of state.
So many open mics and showcases here in the city, and the headline artists that they bring out first, the people that opened up for them. So it's like to me, I had to talk to people and we weren't speaking for a while because of this. And I told them, I said, you keep bringing these nobodies in town, paying for their hotel stay, and you could be giving that to us to headline. If you bring the crowd out, he's like, well, I already let you perform for free, but why you talking? You should let me perform for free because I'm the person that's hyping. Then you want me to open, keep treating me like an open act. Okay, I'm an open act. I'm gonna be better than everybody else that's gonna come after me.
And that's
now I set the ball.
Yes. And I always tell people like when you are an artist and you are better than the headliner, that speaks volumes to the promoter. And for the artists that they got. Because it's like, okay, this is what you need to stop doing. Because there are artists out there that are local artists or whatever, and they're hungry. And the thing is, them headliners, they slack because they go, oh, I already got paid for it. I've been where, in out of states. Now, I'm not talking about home. I've been at two events where the artists, we get invited to private hearings, listening parties, and stuff like that. And the artist didn't even show up until like 1 o'clock at night. Then you sit there, hold up, wait a minute, don't get me started. I got invited to an artist. I'm not gonna say no name, only because somebody else in the line. I'm like, I don't want to start no mess. But I went to the listening party in Atlanta. I won't say where it was in Atlanta, and it was a private listening party. The girl didn't show up until almost 1 o'clock. Honestly, I literally had just landed in Atlanta and got invited to that party once they knew what you said. And we showed up because of the person supporting the person and the promoter. We knew the promoter. And the artist came in, literally walked through the crowd, then came back around. First of all, they walked through the crowd to go out take pictures. He was already leaving. Then came back in, went around the crowd, and then went into their section. I'm thinking this person was gonna sing. I was gonna hear vocals, everything. No, we listened to a soundtrack. A soundtrack. I could have listened to that in my car.
I don't. So I had two different listening parties for my last project. Chronicles of Knowledge. Available everywhere. That you can view a mixtape. And my first listening party was at Select.
Okay.
I got to perform All Hail.
Everybody, that's my song.
Everybody know All Hail, right? I got to perform All Hail. It was a vibe. I had the crowd engaged, like you say.
That was the song that I mentioned.
Yeah. So then I got to do another one, and at the time it was BBC radio. I didn't really care for it. And
at their like the award ceremony or the station.
but I didn't really care for it. A lot of people came out to select, so if I'm having a second listening party, people not gonna come out to know.
Yeah.
So that was the problem for me. Like I shouldn't have did the second one because and then it was like how we played it. It wasn't in the same room. I didn't have visuals, so it was kind of like you really couldn't see, anything. It was a mixtape, so I really, for all hell, what I want is the video that I'm going to put out for that is just going to be like crazy. And unfortunately, like they probably one at a time, I had to do a lot of that work by myself. So I'm I'm like at the point where I'm gonna put out this video. It's gonna be on my last project again, the remastered version, and it's also gonna be re-recorded because the male vocals in the song are gonna be switched.
Okay.
So I just was like, no, I'm not gonna keep taking my time doing all this work and this video didn't really. They didn't give me nothing. They didn't give. It was like y'all gave me y'all melodies, y'all space.
Yeah.
I didn't. None of the other radio shows showed up. It's like they didn't advertise my stuff.
Yeah, and I feel like, did you pay for it?
I paid for it, girl.
Now, see, that's my thing when it comes to like the promoters. Like you gotta understand. Now, granted, how they say, oh, the artist is supposed to sell the show. Now, granted, but as a promoter, you are supposed to promote your event, and that's like for me. I understand because of tour, and I had artists and everything. The thing is, as I'm gonna say starving artists that's just coming out, they have to understand that you have to put out money in the door. Like unless you have management that's gonna front the money for you, these artists are not paying like just to get on the stage to be an opening act for 50 cents is like $15 to $3,000.
Right.
Like you got to understand. So
that's 50 cents.
Right. So to do a tour, like you cannot do a tour for $500 and think all 10 or 8 states. Like it don't work like that. So we didn't get to the end of the tour, but the beginning of the tour, I mean, it went well. But if you are an artist, right? Like we say, the artist is supposed to sell the event, like really. And but as a promoter, you got to do your job. You have to do your job.
So what I was saying, especially about Baltimore people, the supporters, right? But as an artist and as a promoter, first as an artist, I would say Baltimore people would not pay the same price that they have to pay for Beyonce tickets. They wouldn't even pay $50 to come see somebody from Baltimore. If Beyonce was headlining the concert or 50 Cent was headlining the concert, they will pay 300, 200, whatever the price is.
$1,000 for VIP front row seats in the after party. Yeah,
they will pay that. But when it comes to like, I thought it was a great idea when you had that. But I knew that the people I know, it kind of discouraged you from being part of certain things because I know that's why it discouraged me.
Yeah.
People I know wasn't going to pay the money to follow me on the road.
Yeah. And that's sad because you gotta understand, like the same way Beyonce and them and the these other big name artists, they had to start somewhere too. And where you have to start from is your home. I feel like the hometown. A lot of times and with Baltimore, and I'm sure it happens with you see it too. You have to go outside first for your hometown to be like, oh, they made it. Oh, so now we're gonna support them. Why not support them first? Like, why not be the first to support? Because then that way, when you come back home, like they always say, like, oh, when you do make it, right, and you made a name for yourself, and you're making an X Y Z amount of money. Now seeing the money in the house, we got we got the brand ambassadors for clothing brands and beats and all this stuff, right? But then you want to say, oh, well, now they're not supporting their community. They didn't do anything for our community. But what did my community do for me to help me make it? You get what I'm saying? You gotta always leave the nest in order to make it. It shouldn't be like that. It shouldn't be like that.
It should not. It's like if you was to take to New York or Atlanta, right? Critique bottles will be the main place where people will come at. Baltimore, it's like you gotta fight, scratch, and claw your way to get noticed. It's no reason, like I told Jay, it's no reason that when we had caution miles that people should be calling us. Because the same way when the guys at the club needed battle girls, and the clubhouse needed battle girls, and they wanted, just girls, cute girls that would kind of blend in for the party, we should be having it at every fashion show there is. We had all size models. There was no need for us to be sitting on the show waiting for bookings.
But see, the thing is, the you got me willing to pull in that work, and I found that like when I had an opportunity to actually be like you say the model girls for Lux nightclub, the and I didn't do it because the individual models that were with me at the time was like, oh, I gotta work X, Y, Z day, this day. Lux ended up being one of the biggest clubs in DC, where though every celebrity was coming in. Like, can you imagine the type of work we could have got? But guess what? They ended up going to Models Inc. Why? Because that's a DC based home. You know what I'm saying? Right. And other models and stuff like that actually like apply for the job or whatever. I had an inside, person that was like, right, like, listen, you got a modeling agency, I got you. And one thing that I learned during that process was like, don't wait for nobody else. Even if I had to go by myself, even if I had to get 3 other models, and we just run with them 3 models, myself and them 3 models, hell, I would have did it. Now, knowing what I know now, but because I'm like this loyal person, it's like, all right, well, they ain't gonna rock with me. I don't want to do it by myself. You know what I'm saying? But that was Luxury, one of the biggest nightclubs in DC. So that right there, like, that was something I had to learn. Like, don't wait on nobody. Don't wait on nobody. Okay, so we talked about the artistry. Like she said, she does spoken word, guys. So if anybody that's looking for someone for spoken word, Pheen is it. Okay. So I want to get into how you got into the alcohol business.
So I've been bartending.
Yeah.
I've been bartending since I was 18, but legally since I was 21. And then, like, I want to say, when I met you is when I stopped working at the last bar that I was working at, and I was like, I'm not keep doing this for somebody else. I'm really not, I'm only making money because I'm making good sense. Yeah. People are tipping me for my drinks being so good.
Which is good. She made this for me. Hold up, I gotta show the little cute jars. Show the jars. These are so cute, right? And it has fruit in it. I actually love fruit. I put fruit in all of my beverages. Like wine. Anytime I drink wine, I have some type of fruit, whether it's an apple or peach or I'm allergic to strawberry.
I love strawberry.
I'm allergic to strawberry.
I'm glad I didn't put it in. I'm glad because I started saying I'm put some strawberry, and I said no, I'm just like peaches because this it has more like a peach vibe to it. The wine that you give me naturally has a peach flavoring to it. And so I was like, okay, I gotta make this thing free with this. And then I used a coconut rum.
Oh, yeah, I taste that. I taste that. I'm feeling it already.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie, y'all. I am feeling this.
My hashtag is sip slow.
Yeah. So because I've definitely been.
I've noticed that about myself from bartending that I could make, your drink and you probably would just need like a shot or maybe some wine after this. My drinks, you don't need much because even like this, right? This size right here, you guys will split between the two of us. And this size wine glass.
And
we're feeling it. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, I can do this full time. So when I was pregnant with my son, um, I said I'm not going back to what I had. I said, babe, I want to start my business and I want to start it now. So I said, I took a mixology course. I just need to take the test. And once I take the test, I'll get my mixology license and we can go from there. Took my mixology license. I got my LLC with my birthday industry. Trademark for a company for me as a birthday present. Shout out to my baby.
Shout out to man. Kaboom.
You got me. And it was, it just popped off right away. You know what I'm saying? Some people will say my grandma was strong enough to press. Some of these little kids, they don't know nothing about
They like that Hennessy, like passing out. I did that at 14 sometimes.
Don't nobody want to be going through that. So, we did that, and it's just growing. We got the website up. We got the local bar. There's an actual bar. So,
Yes.
you hire me for an event, you're going to see me come. I have a whole setup. I have to do and everything. I have a whole contract that fill out for prior to the event and all of that. Like, that's why I was telling people I can't do the vending ring no more because I'm not just a mason jar. Like, I have a whole setup.
Right. You hired me for
hire nice. Right. I don't have a problem doing vending rings for people who, I know, like, I'm going to, if you had an event, I'm going to do vending rings for you. Jay McGraw, I was doing vending rings for him. Because those knew me when I was starting out, you know what I'm saying? So I would do those type of things, but I'm not a vendor. So I want people to get mine because there's girls out here that is doing that, and you can contact them, and I'll give some information to a family member of mine who actually does that. But I'm more there for the urban sophisticated. So like us, we like to eat lamb, and Percy and stuff like that. We work hard. So we want something to sip on when we get off of work or when we have a nice event. We want some classy cocktails. Right. We don't want strawberry Hennessy.
Right.
And, it's just like, first of all, you know, the mix Hennessy. Hennessy is like, if you do something like cranberry or Coke, it's like what you would pair with a Hennessy if you want something to.
I don't touch Hennessy. I'm sorry. It's going to have me not
Hennessy
remembering
is not
anything.
supposed to be mixed. Okay, I will send, if I have to, I will send a copy in my textbook where it tell you liquors that are supposed to be just paired with Cokes or paired by themselves on ice or just a shot. Hennessy is one of them. Also, when you go to high-end restaurants, do you see Hennessy on the door?
No, not any high end.
Okay.
Now, unless you're going to like
Something
ones and
because they serve that to their customers. Go to a white, let me say this. Go to a white high-end restaurant. Go to Chris or something like that. You're not seeing that.
You can't go in there and Hennessy and Coke.
You know what you're going to see? Jack Daniels. So those are the things I have on my menu. I can do a strawberry Hennessy and do it right for you because I know how to make it correctly, not with the strawberry and cream.
Yeah.
But I know how to do it correctly. Come to me and get that. But it costs you $100 because the bottle I have to buy just to make you a half a gallon is costing me $35, $40. No matter what discount place you go to, no matter what places you have, you're not getting Hennessy for lower than $40.
Yeah.
So remember, you have to so for me to profit off of that, I have to charge you $100. That's the only way I'm going to make a real profit. I have to get a buy two, $4 for the next person. So that's why I don't have, that kind of menu. But I kind of have place in my stuff. Like the black love cocktail I have, the blackberry, lavender, tequila, and kind of like a brown here.
I didn't try that, but I'm going to be off.
That's black love girl.
Off and home.
Yeah, home. Okay. Home. Because that black love, I'm supposed to make it some black love. So after you finish drinking, no, Yes. So
I mean, Queen Fin. Sorry, I was raspy.
okay. Everybody say fan.
Pheen. Queen Pheen actually like she used some of the wines that I had. I do sell wines, traveling wine makers, and I'm actually still trying some of the wines. So like I said, and you said you used the yeah that was a Cabernet or Chardonnay.
It was a
Cabernet, and it does not taste any because I was like I didn't like. I told you I was like it's dry, it's bitter, but we had somology
hard.
So when you actually look at like any real wine taster or like wine lover, um, you actually will get into the somology, which is where you pair your wine with certain meals, or whether it's a dessert wine or like a meat wine or a fruit wine. But she actually put together here, you know, it made it fruity. And like I said, it was a dry, grain bitter. And I was like, like it, but you can have it, you know, you can have it. And I want to say like it tastes like now tasting it with what you did, I'm like, oh,
It's different, right?
it's good.
It's so different. So I had a couple friends this weekend. It was me and my guy and his friend, his friend, his lady, and we had the best time, girl. They were so gone. That red that you gave me, girl, we drunk that whole thing.
That was a Cabernet.
Yeah. We drunk the whole sangria of the red one, mixed with that red one. Oh my god, it was so good. I got so many. They kept complimenting me off of that one.
I
So
actually
I'll be
made a
ordering.
sangria with that too.
Yeah,
Over the weekend for my birthday.
I'm gonna have to make you some. I'm gonna get some more. I'm gonna make you some of the chicks that they taste. And I paired it with a brunch. So we had brunch menu. We had shrimp and grits. We had crab legs. We had sausages, bacon, eggs. I am trying to peppers. We had turkey sauce. Oh, turkey bacon and stuff. We had potatoes with green peppers, red peppers, and onions. And it was, yeah, girl. It was so.
She mixing drinks and she cooking.
Girl, listen. I might tell to see that part.
Who said you got one of them?
Okay, I might tell to see that part. And like shopping, well, I'm saying things. Shopping for even say anything. Because last night I made steak and string and corn and potatoes with what else? Oh my god.
Not drink wine with it.
Yes.
Yeah,
We had some of this.
Oh, really? Let me tell you something. I be seeing your little post and I be like, okay. She can like wine movie with Bay and have her wine bottle and then food. I be like, I'm hungry now. Like, I love doing stuff like this. Like, I love
like around hours. Cause we used to going out.
Yeah.
Honestly, even before
You gotta get
house,
creative.
we're used to going out. We be out 6 o'clock in the morning, sleep in the car. You know, cause somebody watching it. But now that we got miles and we put the kids to sleep 8 o'clock. 8 o'clock they gotta go to bed because Tipsy Pheen is open and it's time for y'all to go to bed because Tipsy Pheen is open. We have the private event and kids are not allowed.
Okay.
Oh my god, we did that whole like brick oven pizza. We had the cutting boards with the pizza on it and the mojitos and the Moscow mule. Oh my god, girl, it was delicious.
She making me hungry, y'all.
Then one time we had burgers and we had some whiskey drinks, whiskey cocktails with it.
I do know the word whiskey and burgers.
It's combination. So good. We had Jack Daniels.
I was about to say that Jack Daniels.
Y'all had some peach Jack Daniels. I let it sit 24 hours with the peach schnapps and the Jack Daniels together. Girl, when I
what y'all know about peach schnapps? What y'all know about that? My aunt used to make that. Make peach schnapps. drinks when we back in the when we was
Yeah,
well, I wasn't drinking. I was gonna say when we was young, I was too young to drink it. But I remember Peach she used that for her was it the peach schnapps drink. And like the fuzzy neighbor. There you go. The fuzzy I was about to say the fuzzy that one, but I was like, am I too tipsy to be remembering the stuff? But yes, the fuzzy neighbor. And she used to make that. And I used to be like, oh, when I get older, I want to try that. Yes. And I've tried it. And it's good. So, it's good. Yes. So we just always just try to come up with some type of creative ideas because in these days and times, especially with this COVID, our relationships and stuff are going to be tested. Mm-hmm. So you have to find a way that if you know this is the person that you want to be with, or you want to keep this love alive, find a way, find creative. I went on Pinterest. And they have a whole little list of things you can do for quarantine date night. Okay. And one of those nights, it was pick your favorite childhood movie. So I had to watch his favorite childhood movie. Mm-hmm. He had to watch my favorite. He's like Ninja Turtles. Okay. Mortal Kombat and stuff. Because you know he's like 2 years younger than me. And mine was Kirkland. Oh, I love that. I know Kirkland like word for word, right? Yes. So he was like, oh, let's just watch my movie because you know Kirkland. We already have seen it because we've never seen it before. So when I was pregnant, we watched it. Okay. So we watched Ninja Turtles and stuff. We laughed and we talked. You know, it was just a vibe. Right. It's like it's all about. That's what Tipsy Pheen is about. The vibe, providing the vibe for you. Sometimes you don't listen up. You know, take like that whole upset and then you listen up and then you say, hey baby, you know, y'all talk, you know, and that's what inspired that. Him and I, because I want when I do an actual location, I want every place where couples can come. They don't gotta feel out of place because there's so many other single people there. I want to gear towards the couple who are trying to build, because that's what they are about. Building right each other. You know what I'm saying? And I commend you guys and anyone who is in a relationship or entanglement or situationship, you know, who are like just into. I'm gonna say relationships are the best stuff. Okay, if you are putting your all into it and you're serious about it, any relationship that gears towards building with one another, or they're the ones I love. Because it takes the relationship to a whole nother level. Yeah. So anyone out there who are in entanglement to a situationship, get to the point. You gotta get to the point where you gotta ask yourself like, is this it? Like, is it worth it? Are you getting something from it? You know, are you building from it? I want to get your opinion. Talking about relationships and entanglements and situationships now. What is your opinion on we're not going to talk about obvious or all of them other Will Jada. Let's talk about just entanglements and situationships and relationships. Like how do what is the perfect relationship? What back in when we were young, right? And we saw our elders. Their relationship was way different from what ours is now. Like theirs were more like the woman knew the man was out there cheating, but they just put a blind eye to it, and as long as they were taking care of house and home, they were good. Like, but now it's different. It's like us women, we're able to take care of house and home, so we don't need that. Right. It's no granted. It's a help. It's definitely a help, but to say we need it is different. I feel like that's how you know more so too if you're actually in love. Right. So with my current boyfriend and I, we both grew up in married parents. So that's probably why I was so mom. Yeah, so we knew that's why we clicked because we had the same morals, same values.
And I knew that's why I didn't want to go with any of my exes because they came from broken families, grandmother raised them, aunt raised them, a single mother, stuff like that. And then multiple other kids. My mother has multiple kids, but we grew up in the same household. We had the same mom, and there's five of us, and I'm the oldest of five. And it's like that value and that virtue made a difference. As far as I know, my father didn't never step on. As far as I know, my mother didn't never step on. So it came, it became, something that I knew I wanted in the long run. Something similar to what I had. Coming, being in a relationship in the past or entanglements in the past, and seeing those people didn't have those same type of upbringing as I had, it affected it affected us. Thank you, thank you. I got this from my girl Shemai Marie. I will post pics in the comments.
They are cute. They are cute. I need me some new samples.
So, I knew, especially with my ex who was with me, I knew that wasn't going to last long because he definitely came from a broken home. He had his grandmother raising him. Mostly his sister was the person who was doing a lot, and shout out to Tony. She did her job, but he has this mindset that he's here, and the woman who he deals with is here, and because he had that mind frame and I'm a dominant personality, we were never going to fit because I'm a dominant personality. So I would say that played part in how situations unfold because a lot of guys do not like women who are not submissive. And you rarely will find these days anybody that's a woman who is submissive because
I feel like we will submit
to the right
one and to someone who would actually
who shows
the standard.
Because
yeah.
We like kindergarten on the last day we want to show and tell. We don't want to hear nothing. We don't want this to tell. We want you to show and tell. Actions speak much louder than words. And so with this show, we bonded because he wasn't just a teller. He wasn't just somebody who, oh, you know I love you. He shows me on a daily. Like earlier, for instance, I say, well, I just catch an Uber home. You'll see. And then when I call them, I'll be there now. Yeah, look. Okay, I ain't gonna lie. Stop it. He probably outside. He was right.
It's all 906.
So, with us, we chose to keep our values and not lower ourselves. Because even with men, they can lower themselves sometimes. And we as women, we definitely kind of sometimes, all right, well, I ain't find the one that, this one that, don't check off your checklist so quickly, ladies.
Yeah.
Because if this is what you want, God is going to send you that man, but it's in his time, not your time. If he will be so quick to be like, I'm writing this down, we got to stop putting so much pressure on ourselves.
Like at 30 years old, I feel like you're just getting into your prime of like really knowing what you want. Because at 20, you're getting out of the budget. You're getting out of
you want to do what you want to do.
Yeah.
Play around. You want to go where you want to go and all that. You don't want to be, you know what I'm saying? So it's like us ladies, we be like, almost 25.
in 30. I'm 34. I'm 34 now.
I want to take some vacation.
Take some friendcations.
Take some
self-cations.
Because right now, I'm going to tell you right now, for me, I done did the friend trips, I done did the sleepovers and turn-ups and out till 6 o'clock in the morning. I'm good right now. I'm happy to go home to my man, kiss my babies on the forehead. Now, he's not 30 yet. And I'm not putting the pressure on him to be the same way as I am because I'm over 30. I want him to live his life the way he feels like is right now. Don't come in my house 6 o'clock in the morning, right? But we're allowed to stay out. And accept because there's a title there.
Hmm.
So if we
I
are
think
best
friendship
friends,
is more important. Like I honestly feel
yeah,
like
you're supposed
when
to
you put
marry, you're
titles
supposed to
on
settle with
things,
your best
I'm
friend.
gonna be the one to tell you. I had that title of a wife, and titles don't mean nothing.
Nothing,
It
nothing.
doesn't mean anything. And I feel like, now, granted, I would love to be a wife again,
Hmm.
but to the right person.
You're the right person.
And because I was married very young, and if I could do it all over again, I definitely would. I love my daughters. Those are like my main lessons that came out of it. But and to give any advice to someone else that's out there that's young, or even that's like my age, 34 or 32, don't put a time on when you should be married or when you should have the right relationship or whatever, because at the end of the day, I mean, you got people out here that's 65 and 75 years old that fall in love and marrying then and
Right.
stuff like that. And trust me, at
I'm
75, I'm
sorry.
like, I'm sure I done lived my life.
Seriously.
So,
A lot of people ask me because I'm like, because they like, when is the wedding? When is the wedding? It's like maybe another 2 years. They're like, why 2 years? I'm like, first of all, he hasn't proposed yet. Even if he does propose at that moment, I'm going to say yes, but I want 2 years.
right,
I
right,
don't.
right,
I
right.
want it to be 2 years. And the reason why I say 2 years, I want a house that we're going to be settling in. I want to have a debt to pay off because I have some student loan. He has, a credit card or whatever that he wants to pay off, and we want to make sure that we have established bank accounts for both our kids. So, and I'm not saying establish like $25. I mean, I want them to have $2,000 and $3,000 before we just go and buy a house. So then I want us to buy a house, and then we can plan a wedding. You know what I'm saying? It's pretty much plain, but then we can say, hey, you guys, we're getting married. I don't want to rush into that. I want us to make sure that we provide these things for our kids that we need to have first. Because right now we're renting, and there's not enough space. So we first of all need to make sure we make space. We need to embrace that, get the credit scores up on that. Well, we got to get those credit scores up, and then we gotta, make sure that we are on not an equal wavelength, but as far as income is concerned, that we are good.
Yeah, we should on the same page. Would just making sure that I always say in a relationship, the best relationship is when you partner, you actually need each other. To the point, meaning though, if I leave or if I leave, I'm gonna be good. If you leave, you're gonna be good. But what makes you need the part that you need more so is just the love and the companionship and the support system. As far as like if you out and have an event and say the event don't go, work don't go well that day. You can come home and just be an ear, be someone that you can listen to.
And I think that's what he always, because he's an artist, so I feel like that's what he always loved about it. Because somebody was always nervous at that job, and now that he's home,
Right.
working from home right now, I see it because people call him and be like, my Skype didn't come on. My VPN didn't connect. And he's like, did you try to log on before you could load up?
Like the little
things, right? You know what I'm saying? So I just be laughing at him now, but it's like I understand where he would come from
right.
it, and he understands for me when it comes to his orders. Like I'm not open until Thursday. They open on a week, but I'm not, and I had to change that because I'm not wasting money and time to be open from Monday to Sunday when nobody's ordering until Thursday. It doesn't make sense, and it
I
makes
do the
more
same thing with my shop. Like I take my time to myself. The days that I know that's gonna be my busiest days, I'm here. But the days that I know I'm like I'm not gonna have time to whatever, then I do other jobs as well and other businesses. So I just focus on those businesses and get my money up, and then when business comes, hey.
Like right now, the virtual one because we can't be in person. I'm taking my master's in mixology. So they kind of hit me up like, hey, you've been having your bartenders license for 10 years now. That's good. That seems good because then you can get everything that's messy. Like, since you can become an instructor yourself. So then I can teach other people who are interested in that to bartend. You know what I'm saying? And this is how I can get my influence. Right. They can come directly to me after they get a license. So this is something that, we're trying to close the deal for. I'm not trying to be like, out here like, oh no, girl, I'm just gonna make you underwear. Right. I'm not I'm not work. I'm trying to put in work. Like, yeah, to take care of things, but he's not taking care of it by himself. So so everybody is like, a lot of my friends and things like that, I don't pay the essentials. Besides the rent, he pays that. I don't pay, the rest of the essentials myself, and that felt good to me to be able to do because I'm not to be the person that is having to provide everything. Having this person being somebody who is doing the providing, I love it.
And see, and that's why I say too, like, I feel like us dominant women have to learn to embrace. Yes. Once you do have it, and I think it's a hard thing. Like you say, it's hard. I feel like that is the hardest thing, the hardest part of allowing a man who is able to provide to actually provide. Because when you are the person who's always used to providing, it's kind of hard to like take it in. It's kind of like a what you want. Like are you for real? You know what I mean? Or are you just doing this for the moment? So men, please, bear with us with that part. But I feel like it's the same thing with men too. Like, they have to allow us to get used to actually coming in to provide because not a lot of us women have that. We've always been the provider.
So
It's a lot different from when we was younger, growing up and seeing, our grandparents and stuff like that. I would say grandparents.
Yeah.
That's what that generation with the mama stay home and cook and clean. It ain't like that no more, yo. We all got businesses and we all doing our thing.
My business is, is based in, excuse me, is basically, he still knows that I'm working.
Yeah.
So he's not pressuring me to be like, where's the dinner at? I'll give him instructions and he can fix it himself. It's like, this is no longer daddy provides, mommy cooks and cleans. This is the household that we have these days. Mommy and daddy are both providing. We gotta take turns to cook and clean. Like if he cooks breakfast, I'll wash the dishes for dinner, and I'll do dinner. He'll clean the dishes for afterwards. But a lot of people don't have those values because we, like I said again, coming from the same environment makes a difference because that's how you can relate to a person. And you're trying to be like, you was raised by your aunt, and he was raised by his grandmother. Girl, it's gonna be a struggle. It can work, and I'm not gonna say it hasn't because love everything wrong all the time if it's meant to be. But
I think that's how patience is.
Yeah, you just gotta have patience. You have to have patience, and it is with your virtues and your values, and how want to accept something because you can say, hey, I want this, right? I want this kind of guy. Are you ready to accept it now?
Yes. What? Say it again.
Are you ready to accept
that? That is it right there. And I feel like it will go on both ways.
Or are you ready to accept that kind of person? Yeah, because if you're not ready to accept that,
everything will be messed up.
It's gonna mess up. It's not gonna work. I feel like I had this kind of guy before.
But you wasn't ready.
I wasn't ready for him. I wasn't ready for him. But now that I had this guy, it's nothing that you can do that is gonna make me like it's gonna be if something happens between me and him. You can't come in and say, girl, Quita was up in his face last night. Was it Quita the IT advice? Because that's what I'm gonna ask. That's what I'm gonna ask.
There gotta be some reason why you was sitting there having
a conversation with Quita. Okay. So it's like we're so quick to role play. Because as women, we feel like listen, a dozen other men over here, we can do whatever we want to do, right? But we don't know. And some of us not willing to listen to the guy, to the man, like, hey, babe, this is what happened. She didn't know how to get back to the highway or whatever the case. You know what I'm saying? We're not willing to listen to these things. They want to zap out, we want to wild out. It don't even be that serious. It don't be that serious. Just chill, listen, relax, understand that what's for you will be for you.
And you ain't gotta fight. And you ain't gotta cry. And you ain't gotta, zap out all the time.
So yeah,
Beat it.
I want to I want to have first love filled environment, meaning you ain't found your love yet, but you bring your love with you too. But I want that kind of environment. I want to look around my space and see a bunch of couples booed up and stepping together, having fun. Because when I was young, I remember my first time going out when I was 18, and I remember seeing this couple. They was at the bar and he was all hugging over her like that, and they was just cute, and they was just dancing off the song together, and it was cute, and then they got on the floor, and then I swear to you, me and Shelby turned to two.
That couple.
That couple. Girl, we was leaving the air fryer 2 years ago. When I was pregnant with Miles, and we was doing that, right? We was doing the naked slide over that, walking up the park. People was just stopping and recording us and stuff like that, girl. So we was just laughing. People took pictures of us. They felt ill energy. And we got, you know what I'm saying? That stuff is contagious.
And it is, it really is.
It's contagious. It's contagious.
Love is contagious.
Love is contagious. So love who you love, and don't just give up because you ain't got the right thing right then. That means you need to love on yourself a little bit.
That's why I tell people don't run to. That's why I would say, like, when you meet somebody, you think this is the one. This is that. But then you go rushing into it, and you actually find out that it's something within yourself that you don't have.
Right.
It ain't had nothing to do with that individual. So if you find love within yourself first, it'll be way easier to find love. That love that somebody else brings to you is gonna be just extra.
Exactly. Mm-hmm. You gotta recognize tests too, because I love this.
Bring me that ring, that ain't.
You gotta recognize tests because some people come in your life just as a test to see how far you'll go for love. And speaking of this one, so
this guy. Memories.
I met this guy on a scene about I want to say about 6, 7 years ago, baby, when Star Season was really like booming. Yeah. And the nights we went out, he played this song for me. I had just having a little bit of I was like, okay, he played this song. This when the song first came out. And I just remember listening to the lyrics. And I remember saying, I'm going home. Because he did not have my permission. Because we have to learn, ladies. My friend has this stuff going on. She's scared to say no. Have a little power. No. That is true. Because a lot of us were unintentionally still raised because we didn't have the willpower to say no. I didn't want that to happen. Because there was somebody else who was not going to see after that. This person been chasing me for years, but I knew the day that he got what he wanted. That was gonna be it.
And that's the same thing. People will see how long it's going to take you to be like, okay, give in or whatever. But you have to, you really do have to have the willpower to, say no. Especially if I feel like if it's someone that you don't see yourself with, like that's for me. Like I cannot be with anyone if I don't have a connection with them.
Yeah.
Like I will not. I mean, a kiss, a hug, a conversation. I will not allow the conversation to go above a certain point. I won't even engage in that conversation if I feel as though it's not something that is
I'm gonna
I
tell you,
see.
like, up until my ex, before Shelby, I didn't kiss people because I just felt like that was too intimate for somebody I was sure with. Yeah. And so some people, like I said, one of my points, sex is the most intimate form of conversation you get over and over. And the reason why I say that is because they come out doing sex and not come out at lunch. Y'all not talking about that at lunch. Sex expresses direct emotion, intimate, how you feel. You can get that person say it out loud. You don't know how to say it out loud. And when you say it, they might not take you serious. But you feel it. Feel it. That's an energy. Like that's really an energy. It's transferring your energy. And I just always say to myself, you know, I knew that if I gave in to certain desires at certain times, I would have dragged myself. They're not down at anybody who has gave into that mix. I felt it down. But I knew that had to change myself. I had to kind of rejuvenate myself because that was the energy that I could have used and that I transferred to somebody who was not worthy of it.
Mm. And that's okay because it's a learning experience. If you didn't go through, sometimes you have to go through things in order to realize, what it is that you really want. So you found Shelby,
Yes.
right? Or Shelby found you.
Yes.
So, and I feel like we've been sitting here talking about love, and I feel like mainly because that is what you are about.
Yes.
And like I say, when it comes to your business and to your bartending and everything like that, you want it to relate around couples and love, and So I'm even happy that you came.
Yes.
We actually she was my client today. So we did a little bit of hair. Her makeup was already done, y'all. So let that be clear. Her face is closed. She did it herself. But we did a little bit of hair, a little cut in style, and and we went into the interview, and we had a little downtime, a little sip, Miss Tipsy Pheen. Okay, and one more time, let the people know how they can reach you if they want to hire you or for your services. I know I will be. That's a few events coming up. So give them some information.
So you can find me at www.tipsy.com. You can find me on Instagram and Facebook, or you can put it bring up all my socials, including my email. And if you want Queen Pheen, the poet or the rapper, until this project comes out, you can and that's me.
Queen. Thank you for joining us, guys, and make sure you are here with Critique, MzCritique. Thank you. The Glam Show every Wednesday. And we vary with time. We're not gonna say 7 o'clock. We're gonna say between 7 and 9.
Yeah.
We are on air, and we are also on Charm City Direct TV. So shout out to Mr. Ernest and his new wife. Okay,
Yes,
we just got married. Congratulations, guys. I mean, like I said, we're all about love. I love myself. I always talk about fashion, passion, and purpose. And today, we talked about them all. So thank you, Miss Queen.
Thank you.
We're gonna see you guys soon next Wednesday. Yeah. Make sure y'all join. And so much love.
Okay, here it comes.